Welcome, friends. So I'm going to show you my settlement build for Sunshine Tidings Co-Op. So let's go take a look. Now the first thing you see when you come up to the settlement is this gate-like thing here and the guard standing above it and the Minutemen flag and the railroad flag. And I have these tall fences that go all the way around the settlement. And I've set up lights on the top of the fences so that it's lit up at night quite nicely. Let's go in here. And on either side of the main building here, I have mute fruit trees growing. I basically just put mute fruit trees in because I thought they looked really nice. I really liked the way they looked, other than whatever else you could put there. Now let's go in here. I have workbenches set up in here. I didn't want a whole lot in here because they do come through here quite a bit. And I have this guy working on a workbench. So let's go into this big building here that I built. Now this building here serves the purpose of them sleeping. Upstairs and downstairs they can come sleep. And I have a robot workbench in here, because I like to pretend that all the settlers that are here are rescued synths. That's my headcanon anyway. And that this place is owned by the railroad, so they'll send them here, get them fixed up, and have them do like things like farming, basically just figuring out how to survive in the wasteland. This is what this place is for. Get them ready for the wasteland after they've been fixed up. So let's go, and I also have this tractor here because this is basically a farm. Let's go over here. I have this little area set up, outside sitting area where they can come sit after they're done work and do whatever they want. And here's the cafeteria basically. So let's go over here. This is where their eating area is, where they can come get food after they're done working for the day. And a little sitting area there. Now on each side I have lockers and all that, so when they get up in the morning they can come over here, grab their stuff, grab food, and then get to work. Now I did put stuff like gas masks, farmhand clothes, flare gun, backpack, bandana, because what I like to think, because this place is basically just getting the synths ready for the wasteland, that's my headcanon. So once they're done, once they're ready to go out into the world, into the wasteland, find their own place, they can take all this stuff with them. And I have a Nuka-Cola machine here that gives you ice cold quantum and regular quantum. And I have these all around, refilling rainwater barrels, just because I like the way the barrels look against the side of things. This icebox here that has nothing in it, just because. And I do have these various plants growing around the houses, just because I like the way it looks and it gives them more food. And all the baskets that are in the settlement are filled with the fruit or vegetable that's set beside it. So I have potatoes here and corn there. Now let's go over here. And I got their, and I have their bathroom right here. Now this is a mod I downloaded for my PlayStation 4 that gives them happiness from the sink, toilet, and bathtub. So that's just basically a washroom for them to use. And this house right here is actually a store. It's a clothing store. And this guy here is my favorite settler, Logan. I don't know why, he just became my favorite, so I set him up in here. They can come buy clothes. I have a whole Minutemen shelf set up right here, various clothing, trunks. And this is where Logan's sleeping, living area is. And I downloaded a mod that gives you stuff like this. I can't remember the mod name. I'll put it in the description below. But it gives you these little coat racks that actually, these hat racks slash coat racks that actually have hats and coats on them instead of just being, you know, like how the regular ones are and they don't have anything on them and they're very boring. And I have a little, and I have a hat shelf set up right here. So let's go to the, right here. Now this right here is my medic. So they can come in here, see if they're sick, get fixed up. And I'll show you the outside a little bit later once we get to the outside. That's Dog Meat's home. More plants growing for them to harvest. Now this is me. This is me and Piper's home when we come to the settlement. So this is just a place for me and Piper to stay. And there's Piper in her railroad armor. So yeah, just set up, just a place to stay. This is where we sleep, and I have a fireplace in here, because why not? My locker, dog meats eating area with a whole bunch of dog food. Now let's go to the next house. That's a Minuteman. That's a Minuteman turret. I need to put somebody on that. Now this house is the Minuteman house. So I have 2 live-in Minutemen here, because this settlement is owned by the Minutemen and the railroad. So this is basically a place where they can come in. I like to think that it's a place where they'll call for help from the castle if they need it. That's a sitting area and a kitchen for them. So, and this right here is a lookout post. Now I do have robots guarding the entire area. I only have one here, one settler on guard, but the rest are robots that are guarding this place. Now the reason I have robots, I have another headcanon that scavengers do come here and they're in the know about the railroad for some reason. And they do sell random robot parts to the railroad. And the railroad will make their own robots and set them up as guards. So let's go up here. I have this guy floating here. Now, the reason I put a guard post way up here is he can basically see the whole settlement. And over here too, because I do have problems from raiders from that shack there. And there are gunners on the overpass over there. So just in case they get too close. Now let's go down. More rain barrels. Another robot guard. Now this here is the stores for armor and weapons. I just thought I needed one. I didn't really know what to build here, and I thought it kind of looked empty, so I just put them there. Just because. Now this house is... Now I like to pretend that I do have that the houses surrounding the area, besides the Minutemen and me and Piper's place, are owned by the railroad. Like they're people from the railroad that are basically living here to help repair the synths and help them get used to living in the wasteland. So this is one of them. And this one here, this one is kind of special, this house. So I like to pretend that this is where people from the actual railroad, from the church, when they come to check up on the settlement, will come and stay. So like Tinker or somebody could come and stay here if there's 2 of them. And here they have some of these experimental plants growing. More plants. Another house that I decorated. So yeah, that's basically the whole entire inside of the settlement. I really like the way the inside turned out. I don't really care for this building, but I do have a lot of settlers here. Or cents, pretend cents. I wish I could make it smaller so it can't be seen as well. So you can see it when you first come into the settlement, but whatever. So let's go to the outside now. Let's walk around the fence and I'll show you what's around here. I have another guard sitting here. And this is the medic. So I like to think that people passing by that the guard up front, right over there, if he doesn't want you to come in, I like to think they can still buy stuff. So they can buy medic stuff from here, and I do have another vendor over here. And that's my Brahmin. I'll show you him in a minute. That's my big guard. So this is a junk vendor. So that's the two places they can come and get stuff if they're not allowed in the settlement. And this place is a camping area, so if they have a tent, they can come set it up here. So yeah, now let's go. I'll show you my Brahmin. We have this little door here. He's just in here with hay, 2 feeders, and this little building here that he can come sleep in or get out of the rain. So yeah, just that there, nothing special. So yeah, that's my settlement. Now I did use quite a bit of mods for this settlement, and I used a mod called Sunshine Tragedy or something. I'll put it in the description below because I can't remember the darn name for it right now. And what it does, it fixes this place up sort of for you. It fixes the barn door, gives you these houses instead of those broken cabins, which I don't mind. And here they give this co-op storage. It's basically an underground. It's basically like another underground settlement. I'll show it in another video. I'll show it off and give a mod review for it. But yeah, other than that's my settlement. Now I'll show you guys the lights at night. Because they look pretty when they're lit up at night. So let's go all the way around. First I'll show you. I'll give you a wide shot. So that's what that entrance looks like at night. Now this took the longest, setting up the fence and the lights. I took the longest to build, and it was a pain in the A. I would never do it again. I like this tree here because you can see inside. It has a little hole in it. But I do like the way it turned out with the lights. It's all lit up and pretty at night. So yeah, there are the lights. So yeah, that's basically my settlement. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I will have more videos coming out for settlement builds and hopefully some other gaming videos. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. See you next time.